right, yes, so welcome back to your Balanced Diet of Teletainment this early morning. And of course, we don't enter the story they cook on top of our bonnet this morning, and it concerns our Peking, the leaders of tomorrow. Now, according to statistics, they talk saying about 10.5 million Nigerian children were they out of school. And they say if you check the age grade, they say that between the ages of 6 to 11. Now, the federal government don't even come outside, they shout. Because if you like say that number don't increase from the last time where that statistics will waka come inside our country, they don't come outside and they talk about the increased concern on top the number of out-of-school children for inside the country. Now, the permanent secretary to the Federal Ministry of Education, Dr. Adamu, will come outside talk this one at the opening of the 62 National Council on Education meeting for inside Kano. In talk say 20 million out-of-school children in the world. See, out of this 20 million, though, now 10.5 9 days for inside Nigeria. That means that Nigeria get the highest number, staggering amount, 10.5 million children were they out of school. Instead, these affected children, if you want to check them, a lot of them are the girl child, Almajiri, children of nomadic Fulani, children of migrant fishermen, farmers, and even street traders, among others. It's the other children where they're out of school, now children where they live with other people, adults where they're disabled. And they say recently, the recent one, where even increased the population. Now children, where they displaced by the where Boko Haram, they do. Now they say the recent decade, that now just recently, all the whole where they share for inside Nigeria, now be some of the things where don't come outside, increase the population of children, children where they out of school for inside Nigeria. Instead, the reality we say there's still low attendance when it comes to education, and low attainment and completion rate among the marginalized and the vulnerable group. He said the federal government believes that no nation can achieve economic prosperity without a sound, inclusive, and functional educational system. East Commerce I talk say the federal government has, in line with the Universal Basic Education Act of 2004, don't allocate 2% of its consolidated revenue fund to the implementation of this program. East Commerce side, he had so many things, but the cocoa of the matter now say the number of out-of-school children for inside Nigeria, it only go to 10.5 million and above, based on statistics we don't get. And we don't bring and come your domot. So what do you think we fit to do to make sure, say, these children will be the leaders of tomorrow, we fit take them back to the right path, send them back to school, may they focus and finish their education? This is not the top question we they ask on top of our top story this early morning.
The angle where me I go take them from, I like to start things from the very foundation. And that is the issue of education of our parents when it comes to family planning. You note a lot of parents, especially those people where we call less privileged or less exposed, they have a lot of children that more than they can reasonably cater for. So now many of these ones where they talk, now the outcome of the lack of planning. Imagine if every average unexposed family has only 2 children. You go say it's very, very easy to put all these children together and send them to school, or to be able to manage. These children that you see, I always like to say that the excess or overproduced. So should we be like China? You know, say China, once upon a time, they put a ban. No. I don't mean every parent get one pikin. They just recently it cannot be. It's just a reason. It cannot be. I said I'm looking at it from. You know, we can take it from many different angles. I'm taking from the family planning angle, and I think more enlightenment. You know, in the past few years, you remember there was a time family planning was in your face everywhere. That even you where get education, did they remind you? Not to talk of those where they in all these places. I saw a lot of women at that time beginning to embrace family planning. But now it has reduced. And you know that most of the time, anything that we want to stay is a continuous telling. Of course. We can't relax. It's not like saying our malaria campaign, we should stop it. Just because people are now using net. You know, people will fall back to their old ways. And that's a part of the problem where they get, where they make this alarming statistics make it on ground.
So that's poverty. Poverty now one of the reasons. What about poor education? Because in as much as we get primary school where they're free and affordable, but it's still very poor because teachers are not well paid.
We are yet to even see a public school that is actually free, because if you check out, there is no free secondary or primary school,
even the monies that they collect are kickbacks.
Yes, but it's not
parents
free.
Still pay.
It's still pay.
Now, just to say, now looking at that part now parents they pay for a free education, primary education. Now, apart from that, some teachers are not being encouraged in all this free education platform where they actually get. In some cases, we don't see videos of students not even sitting down on chair for classroom.
Yeah.
Some they sit down for ground. We don't see cases of when you are supposed to be in school, you are in the farm, helping one teacher to go bring out emails from farm. Yeah. That is another challenge again where they make people actually drop out on school. And another major one, I guess 65% of this 10.5 million now girls.
Yes.
That one means the girl education is still a serious problem in Nigeria.
Yes.
People not believe say they need to educate their child.
Their girl child.
They don't believe say the girl child normally not to us.
You go still marry, when you marry, you go
so why
born.
waste money on educating the girl child? So it's really a serious one.
That poor education, and I still saw, we gave us the statistics of how much they earmarked for education. Yeah. There are so many things where they're very important. If they talk and say, maybe we put them in school, when we know they even get quality education in that school. The children will go school, where we just give that analogy, where they said go teach a farm. You know better make you stay with your mama, make it they sell a camel, make money. You know, say na so indigent people or poor people they think. Say, what you left from school? We not do anything today. Our teacher not come. He come, he sleep.
I remember that time
send your child to school?
Where they actually follow my mama go to school, because sometimes when you're on holiday, they follow your mom's go. My mama are actually teacher. And when I go to school, sometimes, if I go to class, they see some students, they help the teacher, they break melon.
Big melon.
Yes, jokes apart, they actually see her, and sometimes they actually join in them. But now, growing up, I don't realize that one, they actually stop a lot. They might hinder the child's progress for even for school.
Yes, I helped my teacher that time in school. Would they help her sell buns? Would they help her sell cake? You know, so many things.
When you're supposed to be learning. So when you as a parent see that kind of thing, you go feel so you
when you even struggle to send her call to school.
It is free, but report card being 200 naira. It is free, PTA being 500 naira. It is free, but school uniform being 1,000.
Bring money for chalk. Bring money for chalk. So we need to darken blackboard. Bring charcoal from your house, or you bring 15 naira. Another angle where me I even look at from that say, even when you commode these children from school, if you see, a lot of them are either street hawkers.
Yes.
A lot of them during school hours, you go see them for traffic. You go see them for Third Mainland Bridge. Yeah. You go see them under the sun. You go see some of them that they rent these children out. Yeah. To some people to act as a lingerie, to act as small picking, to act as a blind man. Maybe you go see blind man, go they push the blind man for there, or go they carry somebody. You go see say this now waiting the truth. So at the end of the day, is it not better say they stay inside that school they do the egusi than they do on top the streets?
Oh, they go tell you say it's not.
I would even look at it from that thing you say. We need better legislation. If some of these things are criminalized, you go see a lot of people go stop to the do am. Because if you know that it's criminal.
Oh, Lolo, Lagos State tried to criminalize
they tried.
But we see a lot of them.
You know what, we're going to need to leave our phone lines open for people where they're out there. If you're out there and you get any story, or you feel so you know, you get what you go fit do, or we need to do in Lagos or even in Nigeria to make sure say our children go back to school. They leave the street, wherever street, whether in Lagos or Bayelsa or go anywhere where they're there. May them go back to school to stay focused. I bet call us on top of phone line 012-772-195, Tabina 012-777-195 or 012-778-195. I'll toll free number there for it to call us. That's 0800 Wazobia TV.
As I did talk before we called out our phone lines, Lagos State has tried. At least let us give them some credit. It not be like before. I know that we don't have 100% compliance, and that is why any challenge of any law, they know that if you are babbed, they go feel hold you based on some criminal laws.
No, but you see a lot of enforcement people that are there standing beside these children that are doing it, even in Lagos.
No, you don't
so nobody has been bad. Who don't them bad?
Because there's no continuity in administration. Because in the last administration, we bring this particular law on ground. But this administration,
but in Lagos, they about consistency.
No, I understand.
And I know that I still see some of these cars raiding the streets, reading them off.
They don't do that anymore.
No, not anymore.
I mean, they see them before. No,
maybe not for inside market itself. But if you're coming to the street, I can give you 5 scenarios as I go back now. So you go see last mark for there, you go see yellow fever for there. You go once the traffic light says red, matter they go hide though. Once traffic light says red, they come out. And if you know they look, then go they hit your motor. They become violent at some point. Even when you try to give them 5 naira, 10 naira, they go look you and say, is that all you're giving me?
And most of the children are exposed to dangers on the road. They are exposed to molestation because again, one time I they filmed 30 minutes for inside Bagada area, and we just see that they beat one man. We actually go there, say, why did they beat him? Now they show us one small girl with the sell groundnuts for mama. The man tell her, say, come, you not get change. Make the girl follow him. That's so she walk out from Anthony. Follow this man, go inside bush. The man go sleep with this small girl, 5 years old.
Imagine.
5. So a lot of them are exposed to a lot of dangers, molestation.
And that's why I'm saying that, because we're looking for way forward. We need better legislation, where get power. We're not talking of bulldog where you put for cage. We talk bulldog where the spit, they drip from his mouth like this and they walk. He there outside. Because if we never hold, and now you begin to blame the
But we'll get a caller
on the line. Good morning.
Hello.
David. Good morning, David.
Hello, David. You sit there on the line? All right, you're going to need to call us
You
back.
know, we need to make this thing criminalized very well and make sure that the law is working. If they not just the person that forget molestation and all that. If you know, say as mama, if they catch your pikin during school hours,
you will be arrested.
Okay. You will be, even if that to carry you go work for farm. I tell people that, gone are those days for me. I'm not looking for this kind of parent now to be put in prison. When you know that business way they do, they will take you from it for 7 hours. For the next 3 months, you'll be working on the farm, on a government farm, weeding, planting. My sister, the next time where they send your pikin, you go send them go school.
Well, Lola, this brings to question the one of the scheme where the federal government be talk say, or this administration be talk say they go do by the time they enter inside office, and that is to feed the child inside school. A lot of people they come outside they talk say, how is that going to encourage a lot of children? Because we even hear one of the stories where I remember say you take and I say the children when time to collect the food, we go come school.
Yeah.
Then after they collect the food,
they
don't come out. And say they excuse that time when the children they talk and I say because they know they give them water. They don't give you food. Now you're complaining of water. Now a lot of people don't come outside. They even criticize that scheme where federal government come outside talk to come to say
how
they're going to feed. Yes, how so? Where are they getting that money from? How are they going to replace that money? Because how long will they continue? When they come out,
it was a nice scheme. It was a nice scheme that could have even brought in investors. Say, okay, come, we want to because of the
investor.
Yes, you know why? Because of the number of children in Africa, we get the highest dropout of children where they're out of school.
Yes,
10.5 million. So he actually did very high.
So he actually get foreign grants.
That's what I'm saying.
You know why we'll not get foreign grants? Because all the grants we have been given, how many people have actually utilized it well?
Yeah, lack of management. I've heard of so many schemes that even foreigners want to withdraw from because they don't see the workability of these things. That's why they say we need better government policies that work. We're trying to battle education. Even the one where people where they go school, they are not getting adequate education. And yet we still have another demon where they there, where be lack of people that will know they even come school. And if we do not educate these children, the streets will teach them.
Of course.
Of course.
And by imagine the education where you get from streets, harm robbery.
People they actually question now if the children are the leaders of tomorrow anymore.
Stealing. You are raising miscreants. People them will not get any sense. Anyway, we'll go back small break. By the time we will come back, we will continue more on this topic. And by the time we will come back, we will be almost about to round up on it. If you have been watching us, you know, say we don't talk about the increasing number of children where they out of school. And what we go feed do to make this menace where they very, very alarming. The statistics are very, very big. 10.5 million children now we hear say they out of school. And some of the things then we they try profile solutions onto waiting we feed do to get these children back into the school. Now, the point of discourse where we did before we went on that short break.
Now, I just like this particular one when person actually writes online. You know, say a lot of people, they actually give their own review. And he talks, say, if we feel actually eradicate poverty to a certain extent, you know, so you must eradicate them just fully, or eradicate poverty, corruption, incompetence, lack of infrastructure, even prevailing poor learning culture, where we don't actually talk about, and also setting traditional belief. Because it's still there for some areas where they believe, say, a woman shouldn't even be, not need to waste money, send a woman to school. If we feel actually eradicate this one, then we feel actually they further find solution in putting our children back to school.
All these things where you talk is just the same problems that we have been facing from time immemorial. Nothing where you mention where they knew. If we don't get all these things on the lockdown, these are just basic things where any human being supposed to get. Access to education, access to good infrastructure, good governance, better learning culture. When teachers are not paid, how do you want to even learn? Training, how can you go for it? We are still using the olden days method. Well, we should even move on to Montessori now. That almost all our primary schools should be Montessori, our teachers should be Montessori trained. But we're still having all these same issues. We are still battling teacher salary. We are still battling strike. Poverty is still very bad in our country. Insecurity is still bad there. So even in the north, forget all these things when insecurity is very major.
Well, how would if you even look at now, if we talk, say we need to tackle some kind of things, if in this 21st century, we get a lot of adverts where they still support our ancestral cultural belief. We get a lot of adverts where they tell you, say, a woman's place should be in the kitchen. We get a lot of things in the media where they still push the girl child to stay in that level where they, even in this 21st century. A lot of people no go understand them. If you're very sensitive, you get some adverts where I know, where at the end of the day, when you listen to the advert, you go say, are you kidding me? So which message they try to portray? You're trying to say this is where a woman should be. Even in the 21st century, even in Nigeria.
I remember when we get Mr. Rotimi Shankara, you come outside talk, say, even in schools, when you actually portray all those plays where they do for school, there's nothing wrong in using a woman as the president or as the leader of that particular play where they do. So we need to actually start to change our mentality, basically.
All right. Very, very interesting day that we don't get on top of the show. Very enlightening thing that we don't discuss. We'll not say some of the topics that we would throw down. Not be only things that we will go discuss on the show. Not things that where you go ponder on for the rest of the day. You go to think and say, what will we do to make this next generation better than where it is. My name is Omotune Lolo, one of every. Join us again tomorrow because now so they be Monday to Friday.
But very interesting, the conversations they actually trend. Make sure so you follow us online. We do on top Twitter at Wazobia Max, Facebook at Wazobia Max, and Instagram at Wazobia Max. Or follow us personally at Princess Uwe at Nigeria at Official Lolo1. I remain Uvi Ehigamusoy.
And of course, tomorrow we're going to tell you international stories taking you around the world with our one and only Ben Akede. So make sure so you deal with us from 7 to 8:30. I remain Luchi in Abong. Make you get better day.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.